Following a recent uptick in sales growth, there is great anticipation surrounding the announcement of Electrocomponents' half-year results for 2014. To find out more, we're joined now by Chief Executive Ian Mason. Thanks very much for joining us this morning, Ian.
Nice to be here.
Your recent trading update showed a jump in sales growth from 1% across the first half to 4% in September. Has this been maintained over the past month?
Oh, the good news it has. In October, we've also seen 4% year-on-year sales growth. So as a trend, we had 1% for the first half. That was the same as the second half last year. But September, October moved up to the 4% level, which is encouraging and in line with the improved PMIs we see around the world.
You set out a number of key elements to your common global strategy in May. How have efforts to deliver e-commerce with a human touch progressed over the last 6 months?
Very well. E-commerce is growing at 6%, so faster than the business on average. 57% of our business is traded through e-commerce, and in some markets it's over 70%. So customers really prefer that channel, they like that channel. What we've been doing is making it easier to use it, so improve search and browse so you can really find the products that you want. We're particularly pleased with things like e-procurement, which go into large accounts. That's been growing very strongly, and that's where you have to bring your e-commerce capabilities together with people. It has to be sold, it has to be implemented, it has to be driven within the businesses.
So looking forward, what strategic initiatives have you put in place to ensure that e-commerce growth continues?
You always have to make your websites better. You know, customers use them as consumers. They'll be expecting the best of what's out there. So we've just made it easier to find products, to search and really get to what you want. We've made better information available, things like Design Spark Mechanical, which help customers do their job, be it with 3D diagrams that you can download and see if it fits. So it's all designed to make their life easier and their job better.
Turning now to your global offer, can you give us an update as to what initial progress has been made there?
We've made a start, it's just a start, but we've got a vast range of products around the world that aren't available in other markets. So it's about bringing them all together so you can access everything we've got with very reliable delivery. So there's a lot of products in the US and in Europe which we're swapping. So we've gone with our largest supplier, one of our largest suppliers, TE Connectivity, and we've used that to pilot how do we swap products between markets. It sounds much easier than it is because you've got to have health and safety, data sheets, technical support, all sorts of things. But the reception's been very encouraging from what we've done. We've seen customers like it and it's time to buy those products.
Now, as the biggest player in an increasingly fragmented marketplace, where do you see opportunities to grow your market share and how do you plan to seize upon them?
Well, the answer is everywhere. We're a global business and the markets all the way around the world are fragmented. So our job is to take share everywhere around the world. That's why we've gone to a global strategy. Do the same things that work everywhere, but with strong local presence out there. So that's our job, and it's very good to see in September, October, we're clearly taking share, and we're going to continue driving that strategy to take share everywhere.
And finally, what excites you most about the future of Electrocomponents?
It's a great business with great people, and it's got a growth opportunity. So around the world, we can grow this business, and I think the strategy is in place to grow that. So I'm very excited about the future.
Ian Mason, Chief Executive of Electrocomponents, thank you very much for your time today. On the eve of the announcement of Electrocomponents' half-year results for 2014, we're joined now by Finance Director Simon Boddy to take a closer look at the key numbers. Welcome, Simon. Thanks for joining us today.
Pleasure.
Now, Simon, within your steady group sales growth of 1% in the first half, there have been some significant regional variations. Can you explain what these were?
Yeah, so within the overall growth rate of group growth of 1%, we've seen 3% growth in international, with both Europe and North America growing at 3% and a flat performance in Asia Pacific. In the UK, we've had a decline of about 3%, but against some tough comparators. In the first half of last year, we grew at 5%. We've also seen some change in the way that we've traded our product Raspberry Pi, and so that has impacted the results. I think what's been encouraging is that we've seen an improving performance through the first half in the UK.
Despite this low-level sales growth, profit growth has reached double digits. How have you managed this?
Yeah, so the profit growth overall has been impacted by three factors in addition to the sales growth. Firstly, we've had a stable gross margin through the period, building upon the work that we did second half of last year in terms of particularly the price differentiation strategy. Secondly, operating costs have increased by about 1 percentage point.